So the Nets just signed DeAndre Bembry. Bembry. I feel like it's Bembry. If you're asking me to keep track of how many roster spots we have, I'm not that person. I thought we were done. We apparently have more. But shout out to DeAndre Bembry. Now we've got two DeAndres on the same team. This is getting extremely confusing, but it is what it is. Again, I'm not the guy to tell you how many roster spots we actually have, because I think some niggas can be on two ways. Some niggas can still be cut. It's all extremely confusing to me. I'm not the dude that's keeping up with this shit. This dude is he's like a 3 or a 4. You know, if we're doing small ball, he could be a 4. If we're saying traditional, he could be a 3. I think he's like 6'5" or some shit like that. The shit that I looked up from him, I was looking up some articles and stuff of when he was going to the Hawks and what people were saying about him. I think he was just on the Raptors, maybe. I don't really fucking know. But from the things that I was able to read, from the things I was able to see, from just simple Google searches, man seems like he hustles on defense. He's not like a lockdown defender, but he hustles on defense, and he can, get you some fast break stuff in transition. He's like Bruce Brown if Bruce Brown was like a little bit taller, which is fine. We can take more of that. And just the fact that he was on the Raptors alone tells you, he's probably a good rotation piece, because if you ask me, the Raptors are like role man, like central. Like if you're a role player and you come from the Raptors, like you fucking ready for that role player job. Like they are like the role player clinic asylum. Like they just be churning out them goddamn role players. Like oh shit, you played over there? Oh, come the fuck over there. They're like the new Spurs over there with they fucking role player system, but that's not here to there. Personally, for anyone who wanted Andre Iguodala, here you fucking go. There you go. We got a younger version. There's our 27-year-old Andre Iguodala. That's basically what we just got. I'm here for it. He might not have the championship experience, but he's young. He's, lanky-ish, and he's tall, sort of. So I'm here for it. I think we need to come over to a place where we got to pull away from this idea that we're going to have like this traditional ass team, because we don't have a traditional roster really. Kevin Durant is like 7 feet tall, so us begging and pleading for multiple centers to come through, we already have a 7-foot tall player, so technically we got tall motherfuckers. Like, I think the idea of small ball is fascinating, and it seems like that's what they're going with. I'm going to make a DeAndre Jordan video, since that nigga's clearly not going anywhere. So I'm going to make a DeAndre Jordan video, but just to kind of preview it, if that nigga continues to not play but is on the team, we might need to have a conversation of, is small ball a realistic possibility? And while that might not be what we traditionally want, we got to start thinking thinking back to our thoughts during the season. And that's that a dub is a dub mentality. We got to the 2nd seed more or less without a center for the most part, because DeAndre Jordan was, kind of, Then we got LaMarcus Aldridge. I'm not going to tell the story again, but it's like, we haven't really had like that center, right? Again, and they're never going to give the keys to Claxton for some reason. So it's like, we did all that without a center, basically. In the play, we almost swept the Celtics. Granted, Jaylen Brown was hurt, but we almost swept the Celtics with Jason Tatum dropping fucking 50 on occasion with Blake Griffin as our center. I feel like the idea of small ball is possible and something we need to start acknowledging. Now, again, we'll have a larger conversation on this later today when I make the DeAndre Jordan video, but I think that's a reality we need to stick with. If homie decides to come over, well, if we decide to bring homie over from overseas and that guy plays, that's cool, but that's a decision on ownership or whatever. But even if he doesn't play, I think small ball is doable. I mean, we just did it and we were fine. And again, the only reason why we didn't win was because of because of injuries. So, we'll probably be fine. I don't think any other team got that much better to where it's like we need to be like super concerned. For all intents and purposes, Philly's probably done. I mean, with the Ben Simmons bullshit, so Philly's probably done. So who are we really looking at as competition in the East here? We're talking about the Bucks. We can fuck up the Bucks if we're healthy. Again, 7 games with just KD, and he's dropping 50 a night. I think we'll be fine. You see the shit that nigga doing in the fucking Olympics, you bring that type of energy over here, I'm sure we'll be fine. Who the fuck else is in the East that's really challenging us like that? I mean, other teams got good or whatever, like the Bulls got good, but like teams that are really fucking with us, I can't think of anyone really. The teams got better, don't get me wrong, but I can't think of anyone that's fucking with us. And I'm thinking about our team with last year's roster. We allegedly got better. I don't think that's alleged. I think we did get better because I'll take Patty Mills over Spencer Dinwiddie. Yeah, I'd say we got better. Maybe not in the center department, but we'll be fine. Yeah, I can't really. Yeah, this small ball shit might not be that bad. Anyway, this was supposed to be about DeAndre. I'm sorry for not talking about him for a majority of the video. I just think we need to start thinking the small ball type shit because it's clear they are not prioritizing getting a center. So let's just run with we're gonna do small ball. And I think where other teams have tried it and failed, we got Kevin Durant. So maybe they did it last year. Why can't we do it again? Right? That's what I'm choosing to think, what I'm choosing to believe. I will give you a larger deep dive that's less word vomit and more me actually projecting thoughts later today. Just wanted to make this video real quick. This shit is way too long. My bad. But shout out to Mr. DeAndre, our second DeAndre on the team. Welcome to the Big Blue House. Oh. I'd say 10 of y'all got that because a lot of y'all are little kids. So 10 of y'all got the Bear in the Big Blue House joke. But shout out to the 10 of you who got that. I know Ramon got it. Anyway, bye.